Do you really need to study grammar to actually become fluent in a language? Hello, my name is Dale, and this channel is all about getting people to fluency in the fastest way possible without having to use grammar or any other traditional way of learning. So we're going to tackle this video head on right now and sort of give you some clarity around, grammar. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Is it good? Is it not? The quick answer is no. But of course, I'm going to just explain a little bit, go into detail, and just kind of give you a little bit more of an explanation. But the short answer is no. You shouldn't be focusing everything on grammar. I like to make things as short and sweet and straight to the point as possible with this channel. But I will just go into sort of why. The main reason is when you were a baby, and you guys have probably already heard this before, it's kind of becoming almost a trend now. Like it's becoming this known fact that we're starting to all of us, including me, who's in the process of and was learning French and is learning French and is going to be learning more languages as I continue my journey with language learning. Not only am I a tutor, coach, English coach, but I also actually learn languages or want to be continuing to learn languages myself. So stick around, of course, and subscribe, all that good stuff, if you want to see my journey and you want to take some tips and tricks throughout my journey. But as I've discovered, maybe you have, I'm sure you have, that's probably why you're here. We realize, that there is something else that we need to do. Grammar just isn't working. So you've probably already heard this. This is probably not anything new to you, but grammar sucks. It sucks, but it sucks in the way it's been taught in traditional classes, all that stuff. Grammar is not how we learn as babies. Okay, you probably know this, but we didn't learn this as babies. So when we were a baby, we acquired the language. Okay, so the key word here is, I'll probably put a nice little edit here, but we acquired the language. We didn't learn the language. Learning implies that we sat there, and obviously we didn't. I'm not even gonna, say this seriously, but we didn't sit there with a notepad as a baby. Well, just imagine if we did, but with a notepad, a pen, a paper, and we're just kind of like, oh, yeah, so what's the simple past tense of this, and what's the conjunctive of course we weren't. Duh. Of course we weren't. We weren't sitting there as babies, learning grammar and all this stuff. But yet, somehow, in our native language, English, French, Spanish, whatever your native language is, for some reason, magically, it seems, we were able to speak fluent. Yeah, it took time, but we got there. So what is going on? What's going on here? The short answer again is basically we acquired. So the big method, or the way that we need to be learning has to be through acquisition. I always say acquisition, which is French, of course. I'm learning French, and I love to say that at any opportunity I can get. I say acquisition. But it's acquisition, it's acquired. So basically all that simply means is you are taking the language in subconsciously, and learning is the conscious way of learning, and it's very potentially a new word here, contrived. It's very forced, it's very distorted and kind of forced in a way, and then in the end you end up just being in conversations and you're just like, I did have, hold on, what did my teacher say? It was had, I have been, I did have, right? And you end up stuttering, blah, and all this stuff. So that is because of the learning. So just straight to the point in this short video, I just wanted to explain that, grammar definitely is not only not the answer, and you shouldn't be, or you don't need to learn grammar rules to be able to speak fluently, but it actually is going to hurt you or harm you in the long run if you try to learn with grammar. So what do you need to do as a solution to all of this? I'll go into more details in more videos about grammar, and there's going to be many series of this and playlists, and just stick around, follow, subscribe, okay? Make sure to subscribe, and there'll be many more videos about this, as well as acquisition. But just the short answer in this quick video, what can you do instead? Well, what is acquisition? Firstly, is it's like the opposite of the learning method. You are taking things in subconsciously, not consciously, which is very much about thinking, and then you end up thinking and editing too much. Instead, you take it in subconsciously. You take it in naturally, subconsciously, exactly as you do as you did as a baby, as a child, or as a baby. As soon as you're born, you're immersed in the language. You're getting constant input. You're getting input in, and that's the magic to this, or that's the key to this. Is acquisition is the way we learn. It's subconscious. And it's just basically you're sort of picking up the language naturally in context. In context, okay? And the way we do it is through comprehensible input. So input, don't let that word scare you. It just means input is listening and reading. So you're just reading things or listening, especially at the same time. That's very, very important. You have to get both in, but it's even more powerful. And I'm not saying it's absolutely critical, but it will be a lot more powerful for you if you can do both at the same time. So doing those two at the same time or individually, either or, mix it up. That's input. And then comprehensible just means you understand the message. So to comprehend, to understand, synonym, synonymous, they mean the same thing. So if you understand the input, you understand the message, you will acquire naturally over time. And then you obviously just need to get the output, which is speaking and writing. Okay. So this is just a quick overview video. I'm gonna, as I grow and build this channel, I will explain and go into more detail, give you a ton of videos, ton of stuff, guys. My job here is to help you get away from the learning system with grammar, and then, go into the acquisition method, okay, into the acquisition method, okay? So that's kind of my mission here, is to just get you from stuck learning, the grammar rules and all that stuff, which is really harming you, and actually getting you to learn and, getting you to acquire and speak fluently without having to think and without having to edit, okay? So to summarize, no, you don't want to be studying grammar to learn and speak fluently, and you don't need to learn it. And in fact, you will acquire grammar, don't get me wrong, but you won't learn it through studying the traditional way. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. Make sure to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And yeah, take it easy. See you soon.